And let's start rolling. Up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pad to the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. Up to the fingers and across. And let's do the index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. Around the back we go. Switch. 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 Into the waist, go through the legs. Switch. 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 Yeah, put the ball on the floor, assess the feet. Step on the ball in the middle of the foot, press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball to just below the ball of the foot, press down. Side of the top of the heel. Middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one, release, recess. Repeat of the foot 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. Feet. And shake the tree. And the center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out, gather starlight. And center, gather from the other side. And center. Steps forward. And knee towards the opposite elbow. Flap the opposite heel in the front. And behind. And then take a cross step with a twist and a punch. Walk or march or jump. And we're gonna do isometrics today. We're gonna do some sit to stands. No, we're not doing sit to stands. We're doing a fixed squat for about 20-25 seconds. But we won't be going up and down. So you could do squats. I'm gonna run myself. Whatever you do, be safe. And do some 5 Tibetans afterwards. And we'll get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 20. And 30, take 2 breaths. Interlace fingers, hands up, on your toes if you can. And come on back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, drop one hand, bend to that side. Go the other way. Come back to center, interlace. Drop the hands to the chest, push out. Come on down, interlace behind the back. Raise the hands up. Squeeze. Go a little higher. And come on down and shrug. And then swim. Backstroke. And a breaststroke. Then the arms tap the shoulders. Bring one arm across, press in. And then the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Then one arm, fingers up, pull back. Fingers down. Flop the wrist, keep flopping. Then rotate one way. Then the other. Other hand, fingers up. Down. And flopped. Rotate. Switch directions. Form an L with your hands and arms and squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. squeeze. Release and rotate at the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. And come to center. Bring one hand up, cup the ear, chin up, look up, tug gently. Chin down. And go the other way, chin up. And down. All right, let's grab a stick. We are at booyah stick time, some flip flops. And then some outward rotations, big circles out. And then in. Go laterally in one direction. And then the other. And then bring the stick behind the back in the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. Stop and bend back if you can, otherwise keep twisting. Come back to center, tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. Bring the stick up to the shoulders. Twist the body, keep the head and hips facing forward. And bring the stick up over the head, down below the waist, up and behind if you can. Stop at the shoulders and push out. And bring the stick to one side. Hold on at or near the top and swing behind. And then go to the other side and repeat. I'm gonna take the stick to the middle, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Step back, come up on your toes and hold for about 20. And then back on your heels for about 20. And come on back down and bring the stick inside the arch of one foot, bring the other foot out to the side, bend that knee, slide down, stretch the adductors. Repeat the other way. Come on up, bring the stick in front of one foot, put the toes about 6 inches away, drop the top of the stick to the collarbone, slide down, lift the sole of the foot and wiggle. Press the sole of the foot against the stick. And then repeat both on the other side, starting with the hamstring. And then the sole. And then bring the stick to one side, come up on the toes of the opposite foot. Lift the foot if you can, move it if you can, move the leg if you can, lift the stick if you can, and move it if you feel safe doing so. Three, two, one, come on down. Switch sides with the stick and the foot. Toes, lift if you can, move it if you can, move the stick if you can. Three, two, one, come on down. And we'll put the stick down and grab a strap, a band, a towel, a cloth, or later. We're going to start, however, with the neck, fists underneath the chin, tongue on the roof of the mouth, press down. Release. All right, you might want to hold on to a chair for the low squats. You'd be behind it with both hands, on the side with one hand. Gonna go as low as you feel safe doing. Don't have to go as low as I do. And we'll hold for 25. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. We're gonna do leg extension curls. You could do those sitting down, putting one ankle on top of the other and then lifting, or you can do it on your back, as I will. One ankle in top of the other, come up, resist with the top foot and leg. And on the way back down, resist with the one on the bottom. Switch the position of the legs and repeat. And come back down. If you're seated, you want to get on the floor on your back. We're going to do a bridge. Heels close to the glutes, hands by your side, come on up, lift, squeeze the glutes. And hold for another 15. Three, two, one, and then turn around. We're going to do a plank. You can do it from your knees, elbows underneath your shoulders, arms, forearms in front of you, and hold from your knees or your toes. And we'll hold for another 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. We'll stand up. I'm going to get the chair out of the way. Take the belt or strap or cloth or towel. Top hand facing in, palm in, bottom hand out. You're at the left hip. Pull up towards the right shoulder. Resisting with the bottom hand. And then pull back down to the left hip, resisting with the top hand. Switch the position of the hands, go over to the right hip and go to the left shoulder. And back down. Come to the middle, palms facing in. Go side to side, pulling in both directions as you go up. Go as high as you can to the top of the head. And then back down. All right, you can put the cloth or strap down. Palms together, prayer position, push. Palms on top of each other, grab by the fingers and pull. Switch the positions, pull. And pop the biceps. All right, let's rub those hands together, cultivate chi. Ome Chibo. The center, 2 breaths. We'll open our hearts. Pause on this inhale, exhale, send it out. And center, 2 breaths. Bring down chi from above. And gather it from below. And we'll do some breathing. We're going to do box breathing. 4 in through the nose, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, 5 rounds. Keep the ratio even if you need to go faster or want to go slower. Here we go. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Thom.
You're welcome, Mira. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a good one, Nina.
So,
All right. And I'm going to do some 5 Tibetans here. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. And we will start with some spins. But if you don't want to spin, you can twist at the waist and swing the arms. And you can go a lot slower than I do. I'm going to go fast. You'll have time to catch up for the second Tibetan with all the explanations that go into it. So here we go. Going clockwise up to 11. And take your time, but when you do get done, take 2 breaths. And I'm going to move the camera to the floor, which is where we're going to be when you get ready to get there. We're going to be on our backs. Outside. In the normal second Tibetan, legs are extended. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. Chin gets tucked, legs come up and back down. You can modify by putting the soles of the feet on the floor raising them up as your head, neck and shoulders come up and back down. If you have back issues, put your hands behind your lower back, palms down. If you have neck issues, put them behind your head, palms up, cradling the head. All right, we're going to do up to 11, whatever works for you, starting now. And when you're done, take 2 breaths. We're gonna roll over, get up on our knees. Hands are on the hamstrings or the glutes. If you have problems bending backwards, then just rock back on your knees and come forward. But if you can extend backwards, come forward, that's 1. Up to 11. And then a couple of breaths at the end. Sit back down. Legs are extended for the normal version. Again, you could put the soles of the feet on the floor for modified version. Hands are normally by your hips. If you need to, put them behind you. The idea is we're going to come into an inverted table and back down, however you do it, up to 11. And take a few breaths. Whew. Seems harder than usual today. Turn around. Modified. Tabletop to Cobra. Regular, down dog to up dog. Up to 11, any combination thereof. And when you're done, come around, sit down. Cross your legs however it feels right this morning. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to rotate 6 times one way, 5 the other. Either sitting up or bending down. On the last round, we're gonna stretch out and do a round the box breathing, as we've just been doing in the main class. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. And then we'll do it left and do it on the right. All right, here we go. Switching directions. And stretching out. Box breath. Box breath left. And right. One up. Switch the position of the legs. Whatever was on top goes below. Whatever was in front goes behind. We're also going to switch the direction we start in 6 times in the other direction, 5 times in reverse. And another 3 rounds of box breathing as we stretch out. Here we go. Reversing. Stretching out. Stretch out right. Stretch out left. And then do it. Something out. See you tomorrow.